Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dykman, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning.
Hi again, race fans. Welcome in. Seven Rivers Racing, KQEG TV. I am the voice radio man, Dan Dyker. Along with me is Paul the Piglet Reichert and the very well-rested Billy Doc Niles, who his all-time favorite thing to do after races is drive to different random cities in his semi in the snow.
You saw that?
No, I didn't see that. Whoa!
And it was just a 3-mile stretch just outside of Hayward there on.
It was a lot of 3-mile stretch.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I go through this, I got to slow down, and then all of a sudden, boom! It's back to just plain rain and pavement again. So
yeah,
it didn't last very long.
That was a weird picture, I tell you what. And I'm not even ready for that around here. I was going to DJ a wedding last Saturday when it was snowing and blowing and all that, and we're going down Highway M from West Salem down to Berry Mills, and I couldn't even see. I'm like, I don't want this yet.
No, it's too early for this storm. But then again, we have had Oktoberfest where it's been like 20 degrees at night, and we have had snow, so it's not unusual.
The consensus this past Oktoberfest from the people that I didn't go around the campgrounds, I only talked to like 2 people. They would much rather have 30 degrees and dry than 50 and 60 degrees and mud, wet.
Yes, I would concur with that.
Oh. Well, as we're going to do over the next 3 shows, we do have 3 weeks left of the program going to the end of the month. We're going to keep breaking down Oktoberfest race weekend. I want to wish all those drivers going to Halloween at Dells Raceway Park this Saturday good luck. Man, they've got a good show going up down there.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a great show with the 602 late models, the trucks deciding their championship, and who knows, Ultrafast could win the championship in the Alive for 5 series.
$5,000 to win the Alive for 5 series in the Ultrafast. Casey Johnson, one of those headlining that. So let's go back to Friday night of Oktoberfest, one of my favorite segment races I've ever seen. It's the Dick Trickle 99. And we're going to show the last couple of laps of segment number 1. And this one here, it kind of set the pace. Everybody looks at Ty Majeski. Look what he's done over the past years at Oktoberfest. He's pretty much won everything. And he goes out and he pulls away from Dan Fredrickson and Carson Quapple with a little tangle with a wall during the weekend. And he'll have winning segment number 1. And Billy Doc Niles, Casey Johnson was quite a ways in the back on segment 1.
Yeah, well, after Majeski wins it, he gets to draw for the inversion. And Casey Johnson, gets to start close to the front. He had to actually come through a last chance race to get into this. So starting in the back of segment 1, gets up to the top 15 in segment 2. So he'll start close to the front. Billy Mullen's going to take the lead at this one right away, but Johnson would power past him and put some distance between him. And so ultra-fast Casey Johnson will walk away with the second segment. Mullen would be second. Michael Sauter would finish third.
And that's going to set things up for Jonathan Island, who's not really made, the guy's a veteran race car driver, 30-some years. He's not made a whole bunch of noise at Oktoberfest in past recent years, but he tried to do it during the Dick Trickle 99.
Yeah, Derek Kraus got off to a good start. Of course, the winner of the Super Late Model Futures the previous night got the automatic entry. Derek led the early going here, but then where did Jonathan Island come from? He takes over the lead.
Outside the rail the whole time.
Yep, and got the lead on lap 9 and pulled away, but a little interesting turn of events in the final segment there. Ty Majeski starts having sparks coming out from under his car. Not sure what's going on there, but he's out of the race, so now everyone's scrambling.
That was in turns 1 and 2. Bill, I don't know if you saw that in the pits or not, but it looked like 4th of July for a second.
Yeah, you could see it coming down. I got to correct myself, by the way. Jacob Katie got third in that second segment.
That's right.
Not Michael Sauter. But yeah, you're exactly correct. It looked like 4th of July underneath that 91 car, but when he pulls in, all of a sudden, people are panicking, trying to get their calculators out. Is this Fredrickson's race, or is someone else involved in it? And as we found out, someone else was involved.
And again, Nick Murgic, and we talked to Nick on the podium after the race was done. He had no clue that he was still in the running to win the overall Dick Trickle 99. And he ended up doing that. And while he had a 5th place finish, he broke the tie with Dan Fredrickson And Nick was probably one of the happiest winners the entire weekend.
Yeah, I mean, he had won the Detroit Lane 90 a few years back, but got nabbed in post-race inspection, and Fredrickson got the win. So I think this was a nice little turn of events here.
Revenge.
Yeah, there you go.
One of the most majestic segmented races that you're going to find in the country.
And for the first time in 13 years, not one single caution flag. That was phenomenal driving.
Awesome job by everybody.
All the drivers, yes.
Fredrickson was begging for one in all three segments, but of course it didn't come down to it. Let's go to the Area Sportsmen. The best of the best used to be the Great Northern Sportsman Series, but a couple of Mid-American Stock Car Series cars in there as well. And we're going to start things off with Sam Niles, your nephew, and Tyler Sauter. And Tyler Sauter showed Sam real quick that the Sauter blood runs awfully long.
Oh, definitely. Sammy would get the jump on him right away, but then Yellow falls quickly. Sauter gets alongside of him, and then Sauter, like you said, shows him where the Sauter blood comes from, as he will take the lead. Sauter leads us for quite a long time, and slowly but surely, here comes Dusty Man, picking off people left and right. Gets Sammy with about 10 laps to go, works his way up, and just with a few laps to go, Dusty Man gets by Tyler Sauter for the win. Eric Campbell comes from out of nowhere and passes Sammy for the third spot. Tom Lethe would nip Sammy for the fourth spot.
6 to go, Dusty Man. That was race number 1 of what could have been 2 fantastic races on the weekend. Wait till next week when we show you that Mid-American Stock Car Series race. The Midwest Trucks started things off with Levon Vandergeest, who will be crowned the truck champion this Saturday at Dells Raceway Park by breaking the track record, and we think he's one of the youngest to ever do that. This was a pretty good race. Jerry Brickner pretty much had this thing won from Jump Street after he got past Jason Stark. Right for the last 5 or 6 laps, Billy Doc Niles, I'm in the tower, you're in the pits going, wait a minute, where's Vandergeest come? What is going on here?
Through that whole race. First of all, we got to give a call up to Jason Stark, because that 74 truck is
best
one of
I've ever seen
the best it's ever run. So congratulations to them guys. But like you said, I'm watching Levon most of the race, and he's not making any progress. So then I start turning my eyes towards the front to see the progress of Stark and Brickner. And look back with 2 laps to go, and then boom, all of a sudden, there's that 23 truck. Where did he come from? But phenomenal job by Levon, just picking his way up to the front.
And that young man also turned some laps in a super late model by Jay Vandergeest during Oktoberfest race weekend. And again, we'll be taking the crown Saturday at Dells Raceway Park and see if he can even win himself a feature the day he gets crowned champion.
Lots of speculation around that kid, whether he's going to be jumping up after his performance in the futures the night before.
I see him running a super late full-time next year. When we come back, we're going to recap in video form the Area Sportsman race. You're going to actually watch this. You're going to see the Weber-Hesselberg contact. You're going to see Man chasing people down. Sauter trying to put his neck in there as well. We're going to show you a good majority of the Area Sportsman Friday Night Fest race coming up next on KQEG TV.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Welcome back, race fans. Seminoles Racing, KQEG TV. And before we get into Friday night sportsman race, Area Sportsman race from Oktoberfest race weekend, we're going to thank a lot of great sponsors that have got us to where we are this late in the race season.
Okay, first of all, we got to thank our title sponsor, Big Boar Barbecue. You see it right up here, Jesse. Number 1 in La Crosse County. There it is right there. Number 1 in La Crosse County for barbecue and catering. get up to West Salem and try this. They got some great chicken now. We got to try that this summer, and it was phenomenal. Just check it out. Carry Heating and Air Conditioning. Get that air conditioner or that heater checked out because it is cold outside. Fansarena.com. Epic Media and Vinyl, and Back 40 Wraps for the great sign. We cannot put this program on without any of them. Thank you very much.
David Bortrager, Chris Weber, Brian Hasselberg, Sam Niles, Tyler Sauter, Dustin Mann. They made a big showing in the Friday Night Oktoberfest Area Sportsmen Feature. Here it is.
It is still Tyler Sauter in lead with Sam Niles in second. Great battle for third as Dustin Mann takes over
bounces
third.
off the back end of the number 10 car of Dustin Mann. They're starting to get a little bit of wicked out here close to the halfway point.
It sure is. We got 14 laps to go in this one here as things are solid with among the top 6 right now. It looks like we got a battle for the 5th spot there as they come off at turn 4.
5th spot is up for grabs. It's going to be Dylan Cylinder, Eric Campbell, and Mark Lethe. A 2x2 battle going on right behind between Jack Litchheim and the top. Here we go! Back straight away. The Pink Panther. Here goes Gilster sideways.
It looks like Gilster is trying to slow down and locked up the brakes.
Billy Doc Niles right behind you. Gilster pulls away. The Pink Panther, Brian Hesselberg, involved again.
And Campbell was able to get away with it, get away from him, but until that caution came back out. So we'll curious to see how that side-by-side battle goes. Remember last time we had a wild restart with Sauter and Niles.
Look, our point leader, track champion.
Shotgun
Chris Weber was sent to the back.
Oh, I think he was involved in the last incident. Green flag back up. Tyler Sauter gets a good run on Dustin Mann. Meanwhile, Sam Niles is looking towards the inside of the man as it comes out of turn 2. Sauter takes off. He's looking for another big money win tonight.
So this time it's going to be Sauter and Dustin Mann. Sam Niles is going to have to fight his way to 3rd place, but he's got Dylan Sellner to deal with at the halfway mark.
Good battle for third between Sellner and Sam Niles. Sellner looks like he had the edge coming down the front straightaway. But here comes Niles back with that great inside line. It looks like he'll clear and come off of turn 2.
Billy Doc Niles, no sign of Devin Schmidt. What happened to the 20 car?
When he went by me just below in the pits, it looked like he had a flat tire, Dan. I don't know if he's going to make it back out. It doesn't look like they're in a hurry to get him out here.
So tough break for Minnesota's Devin Schmidt in the 20 car. He's got some problems. The 5, the Pink Panther of Brian Hesselberg, involved in that little melee to bring up that last caution, is still back in the pit stalls. Not sure if he'll make it back out as the field goes single file.
Yeah, meanwhile, Tom Lethe is making his way to the front. He just got past Dylan Sellner for the 4th spot. His guys eyes on the rear bumper of Sam Niles as they go into turn 1 with just 10 laps to go in this one.
Yeah, Weber was involved in that last accident. I don't know if something got screwed up with it, but he's definitely bringing it into the run like his night is done.
Not a good night. We thought he would do the trifecta with all the championships he won tonight, but looks like it's going to be the go broke and go home for him.
Well, he's had a successful weekend with a couple of faster than a speeding bullets. With 8 to go, it's Tyler Sauter, Dustin Mann in hot pursuit. Look at Tom Lethe. He's fighting some extra horses now all over the back of the Niles for 3rd.
He's going to try and see if he can get on the outside of Niles as they go into turn 3 with just 8 laps to go in this one. He kind of tucks in right behind, gets that draft. He kind of gets right into the back bumper of Niles as they come off of turn 4.
Eric Campbell finding some extra speed. He'll get past Dylan Sellner. Look at Dustin Mann back up front. Dustin Mann has caught Tyler Sauter.
Boy, he's making a real easy move there. Sauter almost looks like he just gave the spot. Dustin Mann goes to the top of the leaderboard as they come off of turn 4. He'll be the new leader of the race. Meanwhile, there's a great battle for the 3rd spot as Lethe goes to the outside of the Niles, and Campbell's right there to join him.
Wow, Tyler Sauter's going to try to reel back in Dustin Mann. Where did that come from? All of a sudden, he had a big burst of speed off of turn 2. So now Sam Niles, who led this race for a little bit at the 5 mark here, is going to have to try to hold off the hard-charging Tom Lethe, almost 3 wide.
Almost 3 wide. Here comes Campbell on the inside of Niles as they go into turn 1 and 2. Campbell's got that preferred line. Niles got the edge as he has the momentum on the outside to be able to keep the lead as they go into 3. Let's see if Niles was able to shut the door. He does. He holds on the 3rd.
Elko Speedway may erupt here at the Lacrosse Speedway if Dustin Mann can hold on and take this win. He and Tyler Sauter have tiptoed away from the field, and these big battles back here involve Sam Niles, Eric Campbell, and Tom Lethe.
Dustin Mann was able to get out to a big lead, but it almost looks like Tyler Sauter must have found another line as he's quickly gaining on the back bumper. This race is now over as we just have 3 laps to go at the line.
Sam Niles again holding down 3rd. He'll hold off Campbell and Lethe. Here comes Campbell. He puts his foot into it side by side. The drag race is on up for turn 2. Billy Dog Niles. That's Campbell versus Niles.
Campbell and Niles. Looks like Niles is really having trouble coming off the corners. Campbell will blow by him with 2 laps to go. Niles will settle into 4th. He'll have to battle with Lethe at 4th spot.
Lethe's going to try to wear out Sam Niles as well, as he is all over his bumper heading into turn 3.
Tyler Sauter came off of turn 2 and got real loose and lost a couple car lengths on Mann as they come down and see the white flag. 4 corners to go for Dustin Mann.
Dustin Mann made the pass 6 laps ago. Tyler Sauter tried to stay and keep pace. You heard Kevin, he got a little bit loose that last time by, and he, again, has his foot into it.
He's going to give it the old college try. Meanwhile, there's a great battle for 4th as Lethe goes on the outside of Niles. Here they come down for the 4th place finish. Looks like Lethe got Niles, but Dustin Mann's your big winner tonight.
Congratulations to Dustin Mann. Great race, patient race by Dusty to get to the front and win that Area Sportsman race. When we come back, you're going to see the Oktoberfest Midwest Trucks race. You're watching Big Boar Barbecue presents 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.
You want barbecue, but she doesn't? What do? Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We know not everyone wants barbecue. That's why we feature so much more, like our fried chicken, Philly steak sandwich, meatloaf, great burgers, salads, wraps, and more. So keep feasting the family, stop in and try something from our extensive menu. It's so much cheaper than a divorce. Big Boar and more, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Welcome back one more time, race fans. Simmers Racing, KQEG TV. Of course, a lot of what you're going to see following this program this week is going to be a recap the entire races from Oktoberfest race weekend, and we thought we would just give you an opportunity to get a good glimpse of some of the activity of what was going on over the Oktoberfest race weekend and over the next 3 weeks of the show. Midwest Truck Series, again, this has been pretty much ran by Levon Vandergeest, the young man. Milwaukee Mile, phenomenal showing this year. Had some great showings at other racetracks this year. Set the track record at Lacrosse. I was really kind of hoping, you know, I don't have a duck in a row in the Midwest Trucks this year. I don't have a favorite. But I always like the guys that are going to be crowned champions to go out and win that Oktoberfest feature, especially a young man. And it just wasn't going to happen for him.
Yeah. He struggled a little bit in the feature, but as you're about to see here, he did make an appearance late in the race, and let's take a look at that Midwest Truck Series race.
Back up front, Jerry Brickner looking good at the 9. Swan and Canesi is still unable to settle that dispute for 3rd. It'll be Swan charging ahead this time at the line. You gave it to Canesi on the last pass. Both of them desperately trying to dispose of the other. Looks like it'll be Swan this time, now sealing off third, and we'll see if he's got enough to reel in the top two. Lost a ton of ground racing side by side with Knese. A little bit further back in the pack, we're playing bumper trucks as we see the 13 of Ross Christensen, making some contact with a truck ahead, and that was the 26 of Mike Corvo. All this opens up the outside line for Levon Vandergeest, trying to pick his way through this feature field to the outside of Ross Christensen this time down the backstretch. Vandergeest will pull even. This will be for 8th. So it's Vandergeest up another spot that time on Christensen. He'll try to close in on Corvo in a hurry. The 23 truck making its moves now. 11 gone this time. Chester Ace and Ovidal may rekindle that little rivalry as they battle once again for the 5th spot. It's Ovidal holding it. Chester Ace would like to take it away. And right behind them, Vandergeest is revved up to try to take another spot. Riding on the tailgate of Mike Corvo into turns 1 and 2. Vandergeest takes a peek up top. He'll keep it in line for now, but once again, right within striking distance. Cross legs coming out this time. Jerry Brickner to the halfway point in the 9 truck. Corvo feeling the heat. That white and green Chevy Silverado appearing in his rear view mirror. It's getting larger now. It swings down to the inside. Vandergeest can't quite make the move. Meanwhile, it's going to be a battle here for the 2nd spot. James Swan closing it on Jake Stark. Stark by about 2 car lengths over Swan this time as they down to 3 and 4. We see Swan close it in now, reeling in that 74 truck of Jason Stark. Vandergeest has made his move on Corvo. He gets past Knese, about to feel the heat from Ovidal and Chester Ace. As Swan takes a look to the outside of Jason Stark, going into 3 and 4. Tries to cut down low, almost got those left side tires into the grass. Swan trying to find that inside line again through 1 and 2, but nothing going, and now he'll drift up out of the 2nd turn to try to make his run down the backstretch. Here comes James Swan, taking a look to the outside for 2nd. Stark not going to give him a ton of room out there, but he'll give him enough as Swan has that left front to the right rear. Meanwhile, Ovidal makes a move. He gets down to the inside of Knese. Ovidal looking for 4th. Chester Ace going to give him a little push as they try to move past Kevin Knese. And suddenly Levon Vandergeest is in the mix in the 23. Ovidal getting past. Into 4th now. Brickner setting sail into his own zip code here as we near the 20-lap marker. Swan trying to make his move in a 2nd this time. At a 4, it looks like he will. James Swan now to 2nd. But Stark fights right back and pulls even again. Swan with a monster run that time on turn number 2. Gives Swan 2nd. Ovidal trying to close in. Vandergeest finds a little space to roam down low. He will try to take the 6th spot away and be successful this time. Levon Vandergeest is up to 6th. Jerry Brickner, a fullback, straight away ahead of 2nd place. James Swan, as they've raced furiously behind your race leader thus far. 21 scored for Jerry Brickner this time. Well, it was Jerry Brickner who saw his track record lost a little bit earlier on in the night. I'm sure he would be okay if he ends up with a feature win. Meanwhile, Levon Vandergeest has picked off another spot. He goes to the outside of Chester Race, and he's not done. He's taking it topside on Ovidal and on the 74 truck. Levon Vandergeest looking to make a last-minute run here into the top 3. They're even, and now he's leaving. Vandergeest to 3rd as the white flag comes out for the 9 of Brickner. Nice late race heroics there by Vandergeest to take the 3rd spot away. Ovidal revving up. He might have to worry about Chester Race. Smooth sailing through this one in a 2nd Midwest Truck Series win of the year for Jerry Brickner. Swan will hang out a 2nd. Vandergeest will be 3rd. 4th spot goes to Stark, and Ovidal will hold on to the top 5 spot.
So again, congrats, Jerry Brickner. What a great showing it was between him, James Swan, and Levon Vandergeest. And again, their champion will be crowned at Dells Raceway Park this Saturday. As a part of following, of course, Levon Vandergeest has a 100-point lead over James Swan right now and will take home the championship. Got to thank our sponsors one more time, Billy Doc Niles.
Big Boar Barbecue, Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, Fansarena.com, Epic Media and Vinyl, and Back 40 Wraps.
More Oktoberfest race recaps are going to be coming up next week. Until then, support your local short tracks. Get down to Dells Raceway Park and support following for the Penguin and the Doc and the Voice. And Jesse, way back there behind that green curtain, we are 7 Rivers Racing.
You've been watching 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Diker, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning. Thanks for watching 7 Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.